What's up, y'all? I'm Chris A. 508. This is On the Spot. Today we got a very special guest. Please introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, what you got going on.
Okay, my name's 8BFR. You can call me J, 8B, 8, whatever. Just putting out as much music as I can. I got a lot of songs out there. I know I'm not no Snoop Dogg or nothing like that. I'm just doing this for me. I got PTSD from being shot, and I'm just doing it for myself, you know what I mean? And also, a lot of my songs I do to try to inspire other people too.
No, I think it's awesome. You got your music's raw. You got real stories in there. You got the Dear Mom song. I know you got a country song on the way. A lot of different styles. So don't underestimate yourself. I know a lot of people can relate to your music, and I definitely want to find out more about you and your music. But before we get started, I want to officially welcome you to On the Spot. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's definitely nice to meet you. And you know, the first thing that I always like to find out about is your name. So tell the people again, what's your artist name? Who gave it to you? Why did you choose it? What does it mean? Tell us the story behind your name.
It's kind of crazy, really. So I never even planned on doing music, and I was in an app called Play-Doh Games app, and I'm really good at pool on that game, and I had my own group on there, and the group was called 8 Ball Fire. So I had the name 8BFR, 8 Ball Fire, and everybody knew me by that, and they're the ones that actually encouraged me to start, because I used to write raps all the time and put them in my bio and everything. And they're the ones that encouraged me to start trying to actually rap and sing and stuff. So I was actually a moderator on there for a while too.
Wow, I was gonna say I used to play a lot of that online pool. I think I've been on those Play-Doh
Play-Doh's
games.
good, man. They got their pool game. The reason I like it, it's like the old online Yahoo pool from a long time ago.
That's where I used to play.
Same developers made that. Yeah,
that's a long time ago, like 20 years ago.
Long time, yeah. But yeah, it's good. It's a good platform. I like it.
I used to love that for sure. And so wow, we gotta relate to that a lot. And I want to actually find out about your journey. So you've already mentioned a little bit. I mean, how long ago did you start? Is it just like this year, a few years ago, a few months,
months? Like literally, I wasn't even planned. Like, okay, so like I said, I used to write raps all the time, put them on my bio and post them on Insta, and everybody liked them. And they were like, well, then somebody talked me into doing Star Maker app, which where you sing covers basically. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I did it, and everybody liked it. I do Hank Williams Jr., I do Snoop Dogg, all that stuff, right? And everybody loved it. I'm like, wow, okay. So then they kept saying, well, you gotta write, rap your own songs. I'm like, I can't do that, I don't know how to put it together. And so anyways, I finally tried it. My very first song was called 8BFR Superstar, and it's literally me bragging about my pool skills on that game. It's on Spotify and everything, but everybody liked it. I'm like, really? And I was just messing around. Like, you can hear me messing up, like forgetting what I was saying when I was doing it, and they still liked it. I'm like, really? So I just said, okay. And then the next one was 8BFR Dance. I decided to make a dance song, like for TikTok or whatever, It blew up. I got like almost 100,000 views on it and almost 7,000 likes on TikTok right now on that song. It's freaking cool, man. Yeah.
Hey. Oh, new clap, man. Clap for you right there. Guys, go find this TikTok. I'm going to go find it later. I want to find out what this viral success was all about. And, I think people like that real, raw, honest music. It doesn't have to be polished or be this. They want to hear someone that's being authentic and giving something they can relate to. So, your song was very relatable to the audience. So I'm very impressed at your journey so far. And I want to find out a little bit about you outside of all the music. What's something you want us to know about you? Maybe something you've done, something you're doing, something you want to do, something random. What should we know about you?
Well, ever since I got shot years ago, I don't really do much. I play the online pool, and then I do the music and everything. The music's what helps me. Even playing the games helps me get my mind off of things, you know. But long time ago, before I started playing the online pool and everything, I had a Facebook page called Victims of Violent Crime where I helped a lot of people. I mean, I had like over 7,000 members, and I mean, I helped a lot of people with that page, and it was good. But the problem is, it made my PTSD worse because people were coming to me for help, and I was helping them, being there for them. But then, you know, after I'm like, all right, talk to you later, then I started to deal with myself, you know. So I just I left all social media, and I was only on that pool game until recently when I started putting out the songs.
Really? Wow. Yeah. And now you are on camera with me doing an interview. And I know before we talked, you were like, I don't know, I really don't do this. And I was just like, man, we're going to have a conversation. I'm sure your audience wants to learn more about you, some of the people you've been playing pool with. So I think it's really cool just hearing how far you come. I'm very impressed by it. And I know earlier you mentioned you were doing different covers from rap to country and different things, and you're a very versatile person. So I want to find out a little bit about your musical influences. Who are the top 3 artists that influence and inspire you?
So right off the bat, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Hank Williams Jr.
Wow, you usually artists don't say it that fast. You definitely know your influences. And for me, Snoop and Dre is right up there because Dr. Dre, The Chronic, that was the first album I ever had on my own, and that was a magical moment in hip hop with Dre and Snoop. So that's
he
definitely
really is the doctor when it comes to making beats, you know.
That's not a joke at all, man. Dr. Dre, Snoop, that's a powerhouse.
That's something else I'm learning is how to make my own beats and everything. Some of my songs I did the beats in, but other ones I got from a friend of mine that's on my Instagram. I can shout him out at the end here. But
awesome. So, like I said, I'm very impressed on how far you've come. Just in a few months, you put out. You know, I was just going through. There's just so many songs, like, you know, Superstar Volume 1, you kicked it off with that, and, you know, the album covers, and it's a lot of music in a short period of time, guys. So I'm going to put his name down below. Y'all go give him a follow. Y'all go click like, drop a comment, listen to the music, and do everything you can to support this cat right here, 8BFR. And now I want to talk about your music. I know we've mentioned a few of the songs already, but if they have not heard your music yet, what's the first song you think they should check out? Where can they find it, and what's the song about?
So most of my music's on all the apps, including Spotify and everything. The 8BFR dance isn't on Spotify. It's on my TikTok and pretty much everywhere else. I'd check that one out. Everybody really likes, I have one called Tough Guy. One is just a beat. I made the beat. And then the other one's an actual rap. And everybody loves them both. I mean, I got people using them on their TikTok videos and everything. So, I mean, it's cool.
It is very cool, man.
And then some of my other ones, I'm sorry, some of my other ones, a lot of them are things that I wrote with emotion, like the fire running through my veins that you mentioned, and trying to think of the country one that's not out yet, that it's about me getting shot and everything. But yeah, a lot of them have emotion. I mean, and look, I admit I'm not perfect at writing. I mean, I'm good at writing, but I'm not perfect at rapping or singing or anything. I've never had any formal like training or anything. But you know, I do it for me. And I mean, to anybody out there, I mean, I had a couple people tell me, like my Tough Guy song, I had a couple people literally argue with me and tell me it's not even close to being good and just quit, please quit. And I'm like, nah, I don't know how to quit. I've been through wrestling, weightlifting. I've been shot. I've been through all kind of stuff, but I don't know how to quit. I just do it. And if you don't like it, don't listen. You know what I mean? It's for me.
Well, that's the thing. There's going to be a few people that always criticize you, but you've had thousands and thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people supporting what you got going on.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
The pool community has. So that's. I gotta clap again, man. I gotta give one more clap. Like I said, I'm very, very impressed at the progress you've made. It sounds like you have a good community behind you. And so what's next? Just keep dropping singles? Are you going to do a music video, an album? What are we expecting? Are you just seeing what happens?
I actually did an album, but only had 4 songs on it. It was all like basically around the Jason Aldean thing that went on, which we won't talk about. But I made some songs about that, about country boys and everything, and I put 4 of them on an album. But yeah, I think I need to basically slow down and actually take my time practicing on one song for a while before I release it. I was just basically just throwing stuff out there, you know, and I think I need to work on it a little bit more and make sure it's good, you know, better before I pop it out there, you know. So that's part of what my plan is, to work on one and take a little bit more time, you know what I mean, before I drop it, see where it goes.
Well, guys, everyone watching, you guys have heard his journey. You see the progress and the process. Now is your chance to press like, drop a comment, give him a follow, and show some support. And again, 8BFR. It's a little tricky till you get it, but 8BFR, 8 Ball Fire, man. I definitely love where the name come from now that I know.
Yeah,
everyone watching knows too. And we got about 30 seconds left. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you want to talk about? Is there any shout outs you want to give to the people?
I would shout out Hot Rounds Beats. You can find him on Instagram because I used his beats in a lot of my songs with his permission, of course. He's helped me out a lot. And also, I don't know if you ever heard Crockpot Cartel. Crockpot Cartel. It's a online review.
Okay.
He does it on YouTube right now, but he's on Instagram and everything. And he reviewed my Tough Guy song and gave me a good review on it live on YouTube, and that helped me to, you know what I mean, want to keep going, hearing his review and everything. So I'm gonna shout out to him too.
He's awesome.
A good thing going. He's building a whole program to help people make it, like music lessons and everything. Like, he's doing a whole thing. It's not just a review shit. But yeah, and my main thing is my mom. That's why I wrote that song about my mom. I wish I could shout her out. I mean, I am shouting her out, but she's in bad shape. She don't talk. She can't get out of bed, you know. Half the time she don't remember who I am. So I wish I could, you know what I mean? I'm going to play this for her, but hopefully she'll understand. I mean, when I played the song for her, though, that's why all the songs I wrote, that one isn't the best, and it don't even sound as good as the others, but it's the song that I love the most because it's the first time in 2 months she smiled, shook her head yes that she liked it, and put her hand on my face. And she hasn't done nothing for months, you know, so that meant a lot to me. That's what it's about. It's not about, you know, I know I ain't going to be no out on stage, you know, or on MTV or no shit like that, you know. I'm not trying to be that. I'm just trying to get out there and do what I do. And hopefully inspire some other people too, you know. I like to help people too. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't mention is my social network. The link's in my bio. I created a social network for artists to put their music. It's free for artists and fans. The only time you have to upgrade is if you want to sell your music in the shop. But other than that, it's free to join and post your music and all that stuff. So, and you know, people like you can put your stuff on there too. And I do offer pages, like business pages, like kind of like Facebook has. So, matter of fact, if you want to join it, I'll hook you up with a business page right now for free. I don't care. This is your help,
man.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate the offer. I think everyone watching does too, and I think that your Dear Mom song is powerful more than, you know, we can imagine. I think it's just so cool to find a way to heal or just cope with what's going on, and just with your PTSD. I just think it's a beautiful story, and hopefully it encourages others to express themselves, and, you know, don't be afraid, and just have fun with it, and just keep it real and keep it simple. And it's definitely a great model that you have. So again, 8BFR, man, I'm very impressed, and I just want to thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I want to thank all y'all for watching. I got one favor to ask y'all. Press like, drop a comment, share this on the story, go give them a follow. I'm Chris 508, and this is On the Spot. We're going to see y'all in the next episode. Let's go.